Okay, we've got Darren Lyons with us. We've stolen Darren from the radio crew. Okay, good win that tonight, Darren. What did you make of it?
What we expected, really. They're a hard-working side, who are well organised. They've been on a good run. And we knew we had to match fire with fire tonight, and the lads did that.
It was always going to be back to the bread and butter and the Northern Premier League. We know what we get, don't we? And that we get that, really, don't we? And, we needed the points, I guess, tonight after Saturday.
Yeah, tonight was in many ways more important than Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday was fantastic in its own right, but this is the bread and butter, and this is what we're striving to achieve, is going up and things like that. So,
what was the thinking around the team selection? Bringing Callum back into it. Shelton couldn't have played Saturday anyway, but he played tonight. What was the thinking?
Just genuine, just freshening things up. We've had a great weekend, a hard game, a long trip home, and then we've not been able to see him for any treatment or rubs or any warm downs or anything like that before tonight. So it was just a case of freshening things up. That was it.
Right, and I think that's what everybody expected. He was Dave Birch unavailable actually tonight, because he certainly put a shift in Saturday, didn't he?
Yeah, Dave Birch was like the Tin Man, I think they're just still piecing him together.
I'm not surprised the shift he put in on Saturday.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, Dino came in, didn't he? And it's always good to have him available anyway. So
yeah, of course. Well, we've seen what Stotty can do. He gets in there and breaks things up, and that's what he's there for. Same as Dave when he plays, But like I said, it was a hard-fought game. Credit to Barwell, they've not had a good run like they've had for nothing. Yeah. They're not up there because because it's luck. They're up there because they're on merit. So.
Well, really, that first half was so even, and then it was a sort of touch of magic, wasn't it, from Craig Linfield? I thought Greg Daniels' ball through was fantastic. Yeah. Greg had a couple of opportunities before that, hadn't he, to get an early ball in, and hadn't been able to do it. Yeah. But once Linfield got on the end of it, it was a fantastic finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of them that's just like you say in the game, it's like put on a plate for you, innit? And then he just strode onto it fantastic. We were right behind it, and I think the keeper died. It was already in the net when he dived. So.
And in the second half we came out like a train, didn't we? And I was getting worried because after like quarter of an hour we'd had a couple of chances, and we were looking really good, and you're thinking we need to score here, and it took a while coming, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it could have been one of them games where everybody knows, you have all the pressure, and they go up the other end and get an equaliser and that. But with the lads in the dressing room, we could hear them in their dressing room, and they were getting a right roasting.
Were they?
So, right. The lads were, knew what to expect. Obviously from playing down at their place as well. Only one goal in it, and Tails still think they've got something to fight for, and you've got to put them to bed, which thankfully we did.
And it was Tom Greaves who scored the second and third goals. So I mean, what was the thinking about bringing Tom on at that point in the game? Just again, fresh legs. Greg had played on Saturday and played a really hard game and done really well, which all of them had, as we know. But just give Greaves a bit of a rest. He's still got. I won't say it's a niggly groin, he just feels it now and again, but just that little bit of a rest, and you could see he come on sharp as attack, Well, it looked like they'd brought on some extra strength actually when they made their substitutes, and what we did, we brought on some speed, didn't we? I mean, the speed must have been at Trafford when Fallon and Shelton Payne were together. I mean, they're like lightning out. Yeah, it just gives us something different, doesn't it, Shelton? Something that that we've not had with that extra pace, and he's direct, he's just two-footed, and you've seen from some of the crosses and pullbacks that he made in the second half. I think he's put one on a plate for Wolf, he didn't know he'd saved it, so but he'll only get better. Yeah, and so we've got a lot of options, but then we've a lot of games to come up, haven't we? Lights gone out. It always happens. This, but we've a lot of games to come up, haven't we? We've another game Saturday, another one next Tuesday. It'll be Saturday, Tuesday from now on, won't it? Really? Yeah, of course it will. And that was the the thinking behind tonight with the team selection. Because we've got a good big squad and a strong squad, and as I say tonight, you could see that we can throw any of the lads in and have 100% confidence in them to go and do a job like they've done tonight. Have you ever known the confidence like it is amongst the squad as it is at the moment? No, I just echo what Carl said, and it's not just lip service. It is the best togetherness, the best squad, the best camaraderie, whatever you want to call it. In there, they're all fighting and pulling for one another. And maybe that was a game that last year or previously we wouldn't have won it, and now we have. So that's a big change for us.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody's thinking after Saturday as well.
Yeah.
You know, let's go and see. I mean, I would imagine they'd have come with the mindset that you know they've done really well. They've been all the way down to Torquay. They've had a long trip. Yeah. They've only just been unlucky to get beat. Let's go and test them and see what they're made of, and proof was in the pudding.
Yeah, well that's right, and it wasn't a case of after the Lord Mayor show, which it could have been really.
Well, that's what they were all waiting for, weren't they? And
yeah,
we said
so.
that before in the dressing room before the game. Yeah. You know, that was a part of the team talk and everything. That don't let yourselves down. Don't let yourselves down first and foremost, and then they didn't.
Well, it was a great result that tonight, Darren. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.
I hope you get your job back on the radio.
Cheers, thanks.